guys, so today I have a tag to share with you, and I actually have a list of tags that I have either been tagged to do in the very distant past or just ones that kind of caught my fancy and I wrote them down. This one in particular is a very kind of well-rounded tag. It's the get to know me tag, and it's basically a list of 25 questions, some of which are kind of random and some of which are kind of basic, but I thought it would be interesting, and with there being so many new subscribers lately, hi new friends, I thought I would do a get to know me tag, because some of you don't know me very well, you just know what I show you, so let's get going. The first question is, do you have a middle name? Yes, I do. My middle name is Louise. Originally I was going to be called Laura Louise hyphened together Frances Galloway. Frances is my grandma on my dad's side's name, but my dad didn't think that was a good idea, so it didn't happen. But my cousin, she is actually Emma Louise Frances Galloway, I think she got the Frances, but her middle name's also Louise. I love Emma. She's like one of my favourite cousins. My favourite cousins are like my cousin Emma, Rebecca, and my cousin Phil. They're my favourite cousins. Probably because they're the only ones I actually know. The rest of them were like a lot younger than me. Like a lot younger than me. Anyways, next question. What was your favourite subject in school? Well, I liked art. A lot. I also liked English, and chemistry was good because my teacher was hot, but yeah, that's probably it. What's your favorite drink? I love tea and hot chocolate. When I was a teenager, I went through this phase where whenever my parents and I were out eating somewhere, I would only drink hot chocolate. I'm not huge on fizzy drinks. When it comes to coffee and stuff, you know, a latte will do me fine. But I prefer tea or hot chocolate, definitely. What's your favourite song at the moment? At the moment I'm really into Vampire Heart by h.i.m, and that's I believe it stands for His Infernal Majesty. I will leave a link to the video in the info box. It's really cheesy Scandinavian pop metal. If anyone remembers like Bam Margera, he was a huge fan of h.i.m and got the band really big in like America and the UK and that kind of stuff. I've been a fan of theirs since about 2004, 2005. I actually went to see them live once. Most awkward concert ever. I was supposed to meet a group of friends and I couldn't find them in the line outside, so I ended up standing in the middle of this hall by myself, and it was really awkward but thoroughly independent, kind of. It was ace. Just, it was a good show. Anyways, what would you name your children? No one judge, but Nick wants to name, if we have a girl, he wants to name her Moon. I'm trying to convince him to change it to Phoebe, because Phoebe is the Egyptian goddess of the moon, but he's adamant it's gonna be Moon. I'd prefer it to be Phoebe Moon rather than Moon Phoebe, but no. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If we have a boy, I would like to call him Rowan or Daniel. I don't know why. I've always liked the name Rowan, and Daniel is the name of one of Nick's closest friends, so yeah. Do you participate in any sports? I do, kind of. I run. well, jog 2 to 3 times a week, depending on how I feel. I jog home from work 2 or 3 days out of the week. It's really fun. It's like a boost of endorphins, and it's like, yeah. I feel so much better for the next day, and then by the end of the next day I'm in so much pain I can't sit down. I was also a gymnast when between the ages of about 10 and 13. When I was 12, I was showing off my bar skills on this kind of metal trellis thing. It's like this, in our primary school we had these like metal arches that these creeper plants were supposed to grow over. I can't think of what it's called. It's definitely not a trellis, but I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, I was swinging on this thing, and this thing's like 6 foot tall, and I fell. I'm lucky I didn't die. But yeah, that kind of ended my gymnastics career. I never really regained upper body strength. Possibly the most no, it's like the second most scariest experience of my life. Top 2 scary most things in my life, I'll just throw this in here. Secondly is falling 6 feet. That was terrifying, and it hurt so bad. Didn't break any bones though. I did bruise this bone, and for about 3 weeks afterwards, the furthest I could lift it was like here. I actually had to physically lift my arm to get it to move. First most scary experience, I like drowned when I was 5. I was you know when you're at the beach and you just kind of start jumping waves? Well, I was there with my family, and my uncle was a lot further out than everyone, so me being all adventurous decided to go out and join him, and we were jumping waves and all was fine. And then I got my foot caught under a rock, and the waves kind of pushed me under, and I wasn't under very long, but I did swallow a lot of seawater, and ugh, it's the most vile thing you will ever taste in your life. It's horrible. Anyways, what's your favourite book? Can I skip this one? I don't have a favourite book. I'm gonna be really boring and say Alice in Wonderland. I really liked Alice in Wonderland. I've probably read it the most in my life. What is your favourite colour? My favourite colour is purple. I have no idea why, it just is. What is your favourite animal? I love owls. I don't know why. I just really like owls. I collect anything that has like an owl print or owl ornaments, or cats. Cats are also my favourites, although Pee-wee is not in a very... He's not in a very talkative mood today. He doesn't want to come say hi. But I love my cats. What is your favourite perfume? My favourite perfume is Shalimar by Guerlain. What is your favourite holiday? I used to really like Halloween when, you know, I have people to celebrate Halloween with. I really like dressing up and going all like, you know, I dress up as myself. Like my alter ego comes out to play. It's awesome. Have you graduated high school? Well, I'm British, so we don't really have high school. Secondary school, I studied up until 5th year, so 4th year is kind of like the minimum you have to do. And I did 5th year's extra. I did kind of plan to do 6th year and go to uni, but it just didn't kind of pan out that way. So yeah. So yeah, I kind of did graduate high school, kind of. Have you been out of the country? Yes, I have. I went to Holland on a school trip when I was like 12 or 13. I can't remember. We went to went to like Volendam, Amsterdam, and a bunch of other places. Went to see a tulip farm and went to visit Anne Frank's house, and I got to sign the guest book because I read Anne Frank's journal. So yeah, that was an interesting experience. Do you speak any other languages? I can speak very little French. Don't think that counts. No, I can't speak any other languages. Although sometimes I do speak gibberish. I don't think that counts either. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do. I have an older brother. Where's the rest of the questions? There you go. What is your favourite store? Well, I have several favourite stores. My favourite bookstore is Waterstones, because it's like a giant browsing station for me. I love h.i.m for clothes. I love Boots for cosmetics and toiletries. But just general overall store that I love to be in is John Lewis. I don't know why. It's like a really posh kind of department store. It's over like 4 floors, and it's just really fancy, and I like being there and looking at all the expensive stuff that I will never be able to purchase. So John Lewis is my favourite store. What's your favourite restaurant? I love Pizza Express. I know people are like, oh, if you like pizza, why don't you just go Pizza Hut? I've never gone ill at Pizza Express, that's all I'm saying. Do you like school? I like learning, but I do not necessarily like school. I find the school system here to be a bit backwards. When I went to school, it was all about, it was around the same time they were integrating children with behavioural problems into mainstream schooling, and they also followed the thought process of working to the slowest person in the class. And when you're working to the slowest person in the class and you have someone with a behavioural problem causing a fuss constantly, I mean, I know it's not their fault, they do have like an issue, but when it comes to other people's educations, you know, it becomes a bit of a problem. So when you combine working to the pace of the slowest person in the class with someone who can't sit still or won't stop throwing furniture, it kind of destroys everybody else's potential of getting a proper education. So yes, I like learning, but I don't necessarily like school. Who are some of your favourite YouTubers? Well, I like Lisa D1 and like Jaclyn Hill and Lisa SC09, and I like Peruse Books, I think her name is, and Misty the Book Rat, and I will link them in the info box. I will eventually do like a favourite YouTubers video, but those are just kind of the few that popped to mind just now. What is your favourite movie? That's so easy. The Breakfast Club. I love The Breakfast Club, possibly the most watched movie ever in my life. When I was a kid, my favourite movie is Matilda though, or The Princess and the Goblin. I got so excited. I actually found that on DVD. So excited. What are some of your favourite TV shows? Do you even need to ask? I love Vampire Diaries, True Blood, Pretty Little Liars, the Gilmore Girls, obviously, and I wouldn't really call Gossip Girl a favourite, but I like it. Anyways, PC or Mac? PC, most definitely, because Macs give me a headache. That super bright, everything crystal kind of screen gives me a headache. I can't look at it for more than 10 minutes, and when I was at college we were doing, I was taking like a PR course, and we had to do a piece on advertising, and all the graphics stuff, all the graphics programs were on Macs, and I couldn't do it. Within 10 minutes I had a migraine and just couldn't handle it. What phone do you have? I have a very old BlackBerry. I've had it for 2 years, and when I got it, it was probably already like 3 models old. And it's slowly dying, so it probably will be replaced soon. How tall are you? I'm 5'4" and a half. Sometimes. I'm about 5'4", but sometimes 5'4" and a half, depending. And do you have any pets? Yes, I do. I have 3 cats. I have none of them in here, but you've probably met them all on occasion. I have Mr. P. I have DP, which is Dr. Pepper, which is this boy here. This is DP, or Dr. Pepper, or Mr. P, or Pee-wee, or Baby P, or he has so many different names, and he responds to them all. And we have Mischief, that's kind of like a tabby kind of cat. She's really skittish and hates anything electrical. Like, if you were to put even turned off or anything, if you were to put a hairdryer now next to her, she would smack it. She hates anything electrical. And then we have Timmy, who looks a bit like Pee-wee, only fatter, has a smaller head and like these bright orange eyes, and he eats anything that is food. Anything that constitutes as food. He likes like potato peelings, and he eats spaghetti. Like, you can't have spaghetti bolognese without him wanting a piece of spaghetti. I should really like do a video on all the weird things that Timmy eats, because he eats so much crap. It's bizarre. Like, we actually found him once playing football with a potato. He like picked it up in his mouth and ran off with it and started playing football with his potato. He's a strange one. Anyways, that was the Get to Know Me tag. I will leave a list of the questions in the info box, along with a bunch of links to people, definitely. And I will tag people as well. I'll insert a little black frame with a list of people I want to tag, because I can't think of you all right this precise second. I can think of a couple, but yeah, I don't want to insult anyone by not mentioning them, so I will just put you all on a list. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Do the tag if you want to. Please do the tag if I tag you, and I will see you later. Bye bye.